Alright, what's going on, guys? I am bringing you my MLG Columbus predictions video. Couple things before I even get into it. One, the gameplay you're watching in the background is going to be some sort of Advanced Warfare momentum gameplay. Probably get a bunch of kills, you know, typical stuff, not important whatsoever. Also, I want to quickly address yesterday's video. I just want to make sure that everyone understands that video was 100% a joke and none of it was in any sort of way factual information, and it was just 100% done for entertainment. And I think it went over pretty well, so I'm gonna talk about this probably in a future video, but I want to try to do more of that sort of stuff on my channel and less focus on just straight up posting a good ass gameplay and talking about that, because I feel like that kind of has gotten boring now. So anyways, that's all for another video. This video is about MLG Columbus. So MLG Columbus is this Friday. I believe it starts at 6 p.m. Eastern. I could be wrong about that. You know, just look at Twitter on Friday. I'm sure you'll see it. There'll be everybody be tweeting about it, tweeting links, you know, all sort of stuff. So this Friday is day one, and the way they've done this tournament is a pool play bracket. Well, pool play, and then it goes into a bracket, I guess I should say. And the way they did the seeding was 100% off pro points, although I do believe top 8 from season 2 or whatever are guaranteed a spot no matter what their pro points were, something like that. There was some sort of rule exception or whatever. None of that is important. Let's get into the pools right away, man. We don't got time to waste here. There's gonna probably be a lot of talking because they actually gave me a pretty detailed thing I could follow, so I can make some pretty accurate predictions, I think. So let's start. Pool A. Teams in Pool A are Optic Gaming, Team Caliber, Prophecy, STDX, Esport, and one open bracket team. Let me just say this about the open bracket teams right away, because I don't really know, because obviously you never know what open bracket team is gonna make it. But I know Fear's in open bracket, and I know Noble, aka Impact, is in open bracket. I think those are the two best teams in open. I could be forgetting someone, but pretty sure those are the two of the best teams in open bracket. So those are the only two teams I really say you gotta watch out for from open. I could be forgetting someone, but that's just the two I know off the top of my head. Anyways, so let's get back to the predictions now. I got fucking Optic Gaming winning this. Let me just say right now, I think Optic Gaming is the best team in the game. They've won the 5K, the 10K, like 3 or 4 tournaments, search tournaments. They won everything there is to win pretty much, and they have the #1 seed. I'm also pretty sure they have the most pro points, obviously, when they won that 10K. That helped a lot. But yeah, in my opinion, they're the best team in the game. So I got Optic Gaming coming out of this pool with the #1, and I have Team Caliber taking the #2. #3 will probably be Prophecy. I could see Prophecy somehow upsetting Team Caliber. I don't think Optic will lose to anybody in this pool. TK has to beat Prophecy. Prophecy is Parasite's team, if you didn't even know. So it's Parasite, Fears, Legal, and Ricky. So it's Parasite, mainly Parasite and Ricky's team, I would say, are the more well-known on that team. But they're actually a pretty good team, and they can definitely beat TK, and they could take that #2 spot. You never know. So that's just the top 2 out of that. Now let's go to Pool B. Justice, Optic Nation, Rise, AR, and obviously the open bracket team. Now I think it's I don't know, like Rise could have a shot at getting the #2 seed in this, but I think Justice and Optic Nation are the top 2 teams in this pool for sure. Now, which team I would put at #1 and which team I would put at #2, I don't know. I feel that Justice has actually had a stronger showing online and stuff, although they're a newer form team. But at the same time, TP literally has got raped the last 4 years of, you know, well, I wouldn't say 4 years. The last 3 years that I've watched, basically, of competitive Call of Duty, TP literally gets raped every map online and goes to LAN and does extremely well. So that's just something that always happens with the teams that he's on. So I think Optic Nation's actually a little bit underrated at this point, because they've honestly been struggling online. But I think they're going to definitely pick it up on LAN, and they should come away with the #1 spot in this pool. This isn't that strong of a pool. And then I think Justice will take the #2 spot, and Rise could possibly sneak in there, but I don't think so. And now we're going to go to Pool C. This is probably one of the stronger pools. I don't know. Maybe not. Well, yeah, I'm going to say this has 2 top 5 teams in this pool, in Denial and FaZe. So it's Denial, FaZe, Stunner, and CLS Esports, who I have no idea who that is, but, you know, good for them for making it into the pool play. I think Denial is the second best team in the game right now. And FaZe, they're a top 5 team, but I don't think they're better than Denial. But obviously, they could easily beat Denial. That would not surprise me one bit if I saw FaZe beat Denial. Both these teams sometimes have attitude issues. That's their main problem, I would say. They're not short on talent by any means, so it's just more of just mentality and stuff like that. So I'm gonna put Denial at #1 and FaZe at #2. I don't know who CLS Esports is, and I don't think they have a shot at beating either of those two teams. Stunner, I don't see them having a shot really either. So I mean, we never know. But you know, if I had to, you know, really pick, I'd pick Denial and FaZe. Now we're going to Pool D. This is the last pool. Aware, Envy, Carnage, and Strictly Business. In this pool, this might be one of the more even pools, I would say. Aware is actually extremely underrated. Like, if you looked at this pool and you didn't really follow competitive too much, you'd say that, oh, Envy's just gonna rape everyone in this pool. Yeah, probably. But at the same time, Aware is actually a pretty good team. That's like Sender and Accuracy's team or whatever. They're actually pretty good. And I definitely think Envy's going to win this pool and Aware's going to get second. Carnage, you know, we have to see what they do on land. You know, everybody knows Huke is a monster online, but we don't know what he's going to do on land, so we're going to have to see that. And then SB, you know, I don't even know what to expect out of them, to be honest. That's Fizzerp's team. They've been a team for quite a long time, so I mean, they have that on their side, but I haven't really seen anything out of them too far or too much in Advanced Warfare to give me any confidence. So I'm going with Envy and Aware, top two in this pool. So that's the teams that will make it out of pool play. Now, I believe the rest of those teams are eliminated. I'm not 100% sure. They could go to like a loser's bracket or something. But now it's going to go to like the winner's bracket side, and I'm just going to do those predictions, and I'm going to end it there. Because I'm not going to get into the whole loser's bracket and stuff. I'm not even sure if they have a loser's bracket, but if they do, I'm not getting into that because it gets way too complicated to try to do all that. So let's start out with winner's bracket round 1, match number 1. It's going to be Optic Gaming versus Optic Nation. Now this is really cool because, well, actually, hold on. It might actually not be Optic Nation. Hold up, let me check. Okay, never mind. If Optic Nation does indeed win their pool, they will not be playing Optic Gaming. But if they get second, then they'll have to. But I had them winning their pool, so they're actually going to be playing Justice, which is Enable and Mochilla's squad, which they're actually pretty damn good. But at the end of the day, I don't see Optic having any trouble beating them. It'll probably be a 3-0 or a 3-1. I don't see it going to 3-2. I think it's going to be pretty slight for Optic. I feel like they're really ahead of the game at the moment. So anyways, that's going to bring us into the second match, which is going to be FaZe versus Envy. This is actually an insane match to think that these two teams are playing each other. These are both top 5 teams, that they're playing each other, you know, in the first round. I'm going to give it, oh man, this is so tough for me to pick. I'm going to give it to Envy. Actually, yeah, no, I'm going to give it to Envy, man. I just think they probably, it'll be extremely close. Like, if FaZe wins this, I wouldn't be surprised, but I think Envy's going to pull it out 3-2, and it's going to be probably one of the closest series of the whole tournament, you know, but that's just what I think. So the next match is going to be Denial versus Aware, and I think Denial wins this pretty easily. I'd probably say 3-0 or 3-1. I think it's going to be pretty slight for them. And the last match is going to be TK versus Optic Nation. Now this one, man, this is going to be, I think this is going to be a lot closer than people think it will be. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to expect from this Optic Nation team, man. They've honestly underperformed online, and, you know, I expected them to be right there with Gaming as one of the better teams, but they really haven't done that. So I'm not sure what exactly to expect from this team, but I think they will beat TK. I think it'll be probably a 3-1 or a 3-2, but I definitely see TK taking some maps off them for sure. But I think Optic Nation has enough, you know, strength to overcome it. Now, that's going to take us into the next round, which is semifinals, and that's going to be Optic Gaming versus Envy, or it could be FaZe, depending on who wins that match, but I think it's going to be Envy. You know, typical stuff. I don't think Envy has what it takes to beat Optic in this game. They could, but they'd have to just completely out teamwork them, because no one has a team that can outslay them, obviously. So it'd have to be complete just out teamworking them, and then hoping that, you know, someone on Optic's just having a bad game. But I don't know if I can see it. I think it's going to be a close series. I think it'll probably be 3-1 or 3-2. Definitely not an easy road for Optic. I think it'll be close games. But I got to go with Optic Gaming winning this matchup. And the other side of the bracket, we got Denial versus Optic Nation. Honestly, I think Denial probably wins that 3-1, maybe 3-2. But I think 3-1 would be more accurate for that. I don't think that Nation, I think Nation's only advantage over Denial is probably Search, and I just don't see Nation being able to hang with Denial in any respawn modes. Denial probably has the second most lane power outside of Optic Gaming, so that's just my opinion. Now we go to the finals, or at least winners finals. Optic Gaming versus Denial. I think this is going to be one of the closest series of the entire event as well. I know they've played each other online quite a few times and stuff, so I got faith. You know, I got faith in my man Krim and, you know, Scump form. Like, I don't know how you can, like, go against a team that has Krim, Scump, and Formal. Like, I can't go against that team. And then after, you know, watching them for the last 2 weeks, they've proven that they're one of the best. Like, I just can't physically just say, no, that team's going to lose. Like, I don't know. There's too many good players on one team for them to lose, in my opinion. So, for that reason, I think Optic Gaming wins the finals versus Denial 3-2, possibly 3-1, but Denial's definitely taking the map off them. Not going to be any 3-0s around here. And that's going to take us into the losers bracket, I believe. If there's not a losers bracket, I could be wrong, and that could be the final match right there. But I think there will be, and there's going to have to be a grand finals match. But whoever comes out of losers, I think Optic will beat them anyway. And that's pretty much it. My prediction is, you know, probably the same as 99% of the people's out there right now. Optic Gaming is going to win the first event. And honestly, after what they've done online, and they've actually been winning a lot, they're winning a lot of like the major, you know, tournaments online. If they don't win this event, it's gonna be a huge like letdown, I guess I could say. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave me your predictions down low if you want to as well. That obviously you probably don't have to be as detailed as mine. But actually, well, let me do one more prediction. These are the top 5 teams, or these are the 5 teams I think have a possibility of winning this event. If someone out besides these top 5 teams wins this event, I'll be very surprised. And I think Optic Gaming, Denial, Envy, FaZe, and Optic Nation, those are probably the only 5 teams I would actually think could win this event. If someone else wins this event, I will be very surprised, but I mean, anything's possible. So yeah, that's it for the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like rating if you did. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.